Hey everybody, Pastor Andrew DeGelder here again with the Wednesday Word. I'm going to read to you from Jeremiah 29, beginning at verse 14. God is speaking in these verses, and here's what he says. I will be found by you, declares the Lord, and will bring you back from captivity. I will gather you from all the nations and places where I have banished you, declares the Lord, and will bring you back to the place from which I carried you into exile. Well, the context for this is the Babylonian exile, that time when for 70 years God's people had been taken out of the land, away from their homes. It was a really challenging time for them. Now, thankfully, in the fullness of time, God made it so that there was an announcement and the people were able to return. And when that announcement was made, I'm sure it was exciting, but there was still a lot of work to do. They had to rebuild Jerusalem, rebuild the temple, rebuild their homes and their society. But it was still very exciting, I'm sure, to go back to their homes. Well, there was an announcement on Monday that many of you have probably heard about. Premier Doug Ford of Ontario announced that churches could begin to worship again. Now, there's still a lot of unanswered questions and still a lot of work for us as a leadership team of the church to figure out how are we going to do this, because we're only allowed to use 30% of our facility apparently, and of course we want to socially distance and make sure people are safe and all that. But I think it's still something that's worth celebrating, and I'm definitely excited. But you know, I was thinking also that the most exciting thing about Christianity isn't even being able to go to church and pray and worship and hear God's word read and proclaimed there, but we are eagerly awaiting the announcement of that trumpet blast when Christ will come back and he will take all of his people to be with him forever in the new creation. So that's the day we're really waiting for. In the meantime, this is still pretty exciting too. I'm Andrew DeGelder, and this is the Wednesday Word. We'll see you next time.